It's Wednesday morning here on KSJE, and time to take our weekly trip to the Encouragement Lab. Communications professor Dr. Mike Hattabaugh is standing by in the lab this morning. Dr. Hattabaugh, good morning.
Good morning, Scott.
Good to see you, and happy Thanksgiving week. And this week, I guess that's kind of our theme too, right here, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I thought we'd spend some time thinking about things we should be thankful for that we haven't thought of that we should be thankful for.
Oh, interesting. Because I think a lot of things come to our mind, but maybe some things we haven't thought of then is what you're telling me, huh? Like what?
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, for instance, 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, maybe even 2 years ago, had this whole COVID thing happen. Right now, and those of you who listen on radio can't see this, but Scott and I are talking via video conferencing live, and it goes right on Facebook and right on the air. And even 2 years ago, that wouldn't have been possible to do this the way we now do it. And just think of all the video conferencing that's going on right now in the world, all the families that are going to be able to see each other on Thanksgiving Day that would not have otherwise.
True.
And I think we need to pause and be thankful for that. You know, it's just amazing that the technology showed up right on time. I would call that providential.
Right.
But that is, to me, really cool. One of the really cool things.
Well,
And we should be thankful for it.
that's true. I think we should. You're right. And of course, it's the same technology that allows us to continue, for some of us, to go to work, and maybe to go to school, and all these different things. So it's pretty amazing. That's very true than just a few years ago. What else?
Yeah.
What else is on your list that I'm not thinking about?
So I don't think it's too early to be thankful that there are 4 vaccines that are already in final trials, and of which they've already announced 2 of them have over a 90% effectiveness rate, and the other 2 have over a 70% effectiveness rate. And I read that there's like 160 something other trials of vaccines going on, and just think about the amount of science that is behind that. And you know, whether you're ready to take it or not, realize that there are thousands and thousands of people that are doing, you know, amazing, you know, high-speed work to get this thing under control, and that is also something to be thankful for.
That's very true. Okay, I like that. Very good. And is there one more thing?
Oh, at least one more.
Oh, okay.
All right. Here's the biggest thing that I think you should be thankful for, and that is that the rest of your life, you will always go, well, at least it's not as bad as 2020.
Let's hope. Oh, my goodness. I hope this is as bad as it's going to get. Holy smokes. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I just think for the vast majority of us, the rest of our lives will go, at least it's not as bad as 2020. Now, there's a new Thanksgiving song out that I really like. And one of the lines in there, though, I think's a lie. And it's like, it's the worst year ever. And I'm like, no, there's been worse years in the history of the world. It's the worst year in most of our lives, certainly.
Sure.
But certainly this isn't as bad as some of the plague years where 60% of cities were wiped out by the plague. You know, some of the wars of last century, you know, golly, was it, I don't know how many millions, 100 million people died in the 1900s.
Yeah.
From different conflicts. So yeah, we're doing better than that. So realize that though, that this will give us some scope going forward, that will go, oh well, at least it wasn't as bad as 2020. So be thankful now that it's November, and one more month that year will be behind us. And I am convinced that for the vast majority of us, now for some of us it's not true, but for the vast majority of us, I think 2021 will be a better year than 2020.
I hope that is true, and I'm thankful to hear that, and we will look forward to that. But yeah, this year has been something else. That's really the only way I can describe it, because I don't think any of us were ready for 2020. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Very good. Well, Dr. Mike Hattabaugh, I'm thankful for you every Wednesday. Thank you for continuing your commitment to being with me on Wednesdays. Have a happy Thanksgiving with you and your family.
You're welcome, Scott. Blessings and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you very much. That's Dr. Mike Hattabaugh. He is with me on Wednesdays from the one and only Encouragement Lab right here on KSJE Farmington.